Hi, I'm Josh. I'm a Corps volunteer with Wichita Habitat for Humanity. Today I'm going to show you how to read blueprints like this. We use these blueprints or drawings to tell us how to build the houses. So if you've ever had a question about what the symbols or numbers mean on the blueprints, we're going to show you. So let's get started. Let's first talk about the lines that you'll see in the drawings. There are two types of lines in construction drawings. The first are solid lines, which indicate things that you can see on the drawing, and then dashed lines, which indicate things that are hidden or possibly on another drawing. The line weight is the lightness or darkness and width of a line. So if you look at this diagram, you'll see that, for instance, a dimension line has a thin line, while a phantom or reference line or hidden line has a medium weight to them, and an outline or visible line is a thick line. Bold lines are very dark and have a thick width. Walls in the plain view and in the outline around the perimeter of an elevation or three-dimensional object are examples of where bold lines should be used. Secondary objects such as doors, furnishings, counters, cabinets should be drawn in a medium weight line. Information lines that convey information about a drawing will include dimension lines, center lines, leader lines, and section lines, and those can be light lines. A floor plan is an aerial plan view that is horizontally cut approximately 4 feet above the floor. It includes wall, doors, windows, stairs, appliances, equipment, cabinetry, and also built-in interior elements. It is considered the most important architectural drawing that presents significant amount of information on the design and construction. You will also possibly see elevation plans, which are viewed from the side of the structure on normally the north, east, south, and west views. So let's take a closer look at this floor plan. Can you tell what these numbers and lines represent? If you answered those are dimension lines, you are correct. If you notice, the dimension lines have arrows at either side that indicate a starting and stopping point for the measurement. In this case, this line is measured in feet, inches, and then parts of inches. A dimension line will always have that, and sometimes will have a corresponding metric conversion. For instance, if you look at this measurement right here, it says that the dimension from the outside of that wall to this point over here measures 14 feet, 4 inches, and 0 parts of an inch. Wichita Habitat for Humanity builds the house by constructing sections of walls known as panels. You can see where these panels are by the break lines in the construction drawing. It is important to note which side of an intersecting wall or an abutting wall the panel ends at. Wichita Habitat for Humanity normally numbers the wall panel sections consecutively, starting with the left rear corner of the building as viewed from the street. In this drawing, the garage is over here, so the street would be over here. And viewing the house, this would be the left rear corner. The panels would start going around, usually in a clockwise order, followed by the interior walls being numbered also. So let's talk about a typical wall panel or section and discuss what elements you'll see in these drawings. In this simplified wall panel section, you'll see a top plate, which runs along the top of the wall, and a bottom plate, which runs along the bottom of the wall. You will also see studs that run vertically along the wall. It's interesting to note that the bottom plate is composed out of treated lumber, while the rest of the wall section is usually regular untreated lumber. This next wall panel section has some new elements that you will see on typical panels. In addition to your top plate and bottom plate and vertical studs, in the center here you now have what are called blocking or ladders. These support either cabinetry or intersecting walls. On the top, near the top of the wall, you have thick boards which are called headers. These support the top of either a window or a door. On top of the header, you will see small pieces of wood called cripples. You will also see cripples at the bottom of the windows, such as right here and right here. There are two other lengths of lumber involved in the construction of either a door and a window. If you look at this window, you can see that the header is supported by a length of lumber on the inside of the rough opening of the window called a jack stud. The jack stud does not extend from the bottom plate to the top plate. It goes up and supports the header. Right next to the jack stud, you'll see another length of lumber which does go all the way up from the bottom plate to the top plate, and that is called the king stud. Also, please note the lengths of various pieces of framing lumber in this diagram or drawing. This construction drawing shows windows and doors. The doors are marked by red in the drawing, and the windows are marked in the dark blue. When you are marking off the top and bottom plates for wall assembly, it is very important that you get your measurements correct and accurately marked so that the doors and windows will fit in the rough openings. So those are some of the basics that you'll need to know and understand when you're viewing a construction drawing or wall panel assembly diagram. As always, if you do have a question, please go to your site construction supervisor or one of the more knowledgeable cores. And of course, you can refer to our construction manual. If you're interested in becoming a Corps volunteer with Wichita Habitat for Humanity, please contact them by telephone or on their website. Thanks and have a good day.